Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be my predicted lineup for the Tottenham versus Chelsea game, which is happening tonight. A massive game. Is ended up being like a massive, even more massive than it was before, like 2 days ago. Obviously quite a few teams have dropped points. Arsenal dropped points, Liverpool dropped points yesterday, which was a bit of a shock result. And yeah, a massive 3 points. If we win this game, we go back on top, 2 points clear, and also we'll be 17 points clear of Chelsea, so this makes this game even like the more important. And yeah, even like 5 points more than our Arsenal and Liverpool as well. We could be, that's even massive within itself. So this is a massive game. So we'll just get straight to this lineup. So be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know down below your predicted lineups for tonight's game and your score predictions as well. And I believe we're gonna get straight into it. The formation I'm going with is a 4-3-3. Okay, so obviously starting off in goal speaks for itself. Vicario had a brilliant start to season, so obviously, yeah, Vicario in goal. Now the left back is an interesting one because obviously Udogie missed the Crystal Palace game and Ben Davies played there for the first half, and then he got subbed off for Emerson, who ended up playing to be fair to Emerson, he did play quite well. So coming into this, obviously Udogie still 50-50 whether he's going to be able to play this game or not, and also Ben Davies has got a knock, so he's probably going to be unavailable for this game. So it's either Udogie or Emerson. It's a toss up between both of them, and I'm gonna put Udogie in there. I do think he's gonna. I have a feeling he'll make the game. So left back Udogie, and obviously once he's not when he's not playing, you certainly you notice it. Even though technically it's only been like a game and sort of a game and a half sort of where he hasn't played, but my god is it noticeable. So Udogie left back. Right back obviously Porro, basically been Porro since like for most of the games anyway, apart from the first game of the season. So I feel like Porro for this game is definitely going to help us when we're going forward, and his defensive displays has really improved as well, so I feel like he's on form. Of course Emerson is also a bit unfair, but there's a potential, it's like a 50-50 chance whether Emerson plays or not. So Porro right back. Obviously moving on to the centre backs, obviously Romero and Van der Ven. Like, who else would it be? One of the best partnerships, or getting to be one of the best partnerships in the league. And just that like the partnership they're forming as well, it's like immense, and it's like this could be like the limit game, and it's like insane. So that's a back 5 of recurring goal, Udogie left back, Porro right back, and then Romero and Van der Ven as the centre backs. Okay, so moving into the midfield. Now this is where it kind of gets interesting because obviously Bentancur's now fit, but I feel like Ange will stick with Bissouma, Sarr and Maddison. I feel like because they've been working well together, like it's been like, obviously we were top of the league, so it like we don't really need Bentancur to start this game, because obviously when AFCON comes around and Bissouma and Sarr are like going to that, that's when we're really going to need Bentancur. So I feel like from what we've seen with Ange and like what he's like come out with about Bentancur, I feel like he's not gonna like rush him back. I feel like as much as like Bentancur wants to get back playing, and like he had that sort of 10-minute period against Crystal Palace, I feel like it might be a bit too soon for him to start a game. So I would be surprised if Bentancur starts. Like, obviously I'm not going to complain if Bentancur does start, but I would think that Ange will stick with the midfield 3 of Bissouma, Sarr and Maddison, and then like then Bentancur's gonna like give Bentancur like a couple of like maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and then build up his game time a bit so he can get his like match fitness back and everything. But if Bentancur does start tonight, I'm not going to complain about that, because I would feel bad because I feel like Bentancur would be coming in for Sarr, but yeah, I feel like it would be a bit of a on Sarr, but yeah, that's the other thing. But like I wouldn't like be upset about it. So now on the right hand side, obviously Siko Kulusevski. I feel like he's having a pretty good season. Goals and assists might not be as high as we would like them to be, but I feel like what he offers, with the holding up the ball, his physicality, and like just being he was also a bit pressure resistant as well. I feel like he does a lot of good work for the team, like goes a bit under the radar sometimes. So yeah, I'll stick with Kulusevski. Now the left hand side, obviously Richarlison's been playing there, like Brennan Johnson could come in, Brian Hill could actually come in as well. I'm actually going to go for Johnson. I feel like he will get the go ahead to start. Like Richarlison, he's had quite a few games where he started, and like let's not lie, his performances have been improving slightly, but they're not at that level where he like is guaranteed to start. I feel like Brennan Johnson, obviously he came on against Crystal Palace and he performed really well, so I do feel like he deserves to start. And Ange did put Brennan Johnson against start against Arsenal, so I feel like Brennan Johnson's going to come back in for this game. And obviously starting up top, Son. Let me run through that lineup with you guys just one more time. So Vicario in goal, Udogie left back, Porro right back with Romero and Van de Ven as 2 centre backs. Into the midfield, a midfield three of Basuma, Sarr and Maddison. Johnson down the left, Kulusevski down the right, and Son up top. Now with this predicted lineup, my score prediction for this game is it's a really tough one, because I have a feeling this game is going to be tougher than people might think, and obviously I would love to go out there, yeah, we're going to like a high score line and with Tottenham winning obviously, but I'm going to go for a 2-1. I think it's going to be a tough game, but I think Spurs will just edge it. Obviously with Chelsea, when they come up against like the big teams, like they did against Liverpool and Arsenal, they performed well. Like their performances have been a lot better than they have been against the like other sides. Obviously they did just lose to Brentford at home. So I feel like in that first half they probably should have scored amount of chances they had and like how they were creating everything, but that's sort of been their problem this season, is not being able to score goals. But I think this like we all know Chelsea, they always turn up against Spurs and like they always up their performance regardless of how like they're playing. So I'm not going to take too much into account of what they performed like this season, because I do think regardless of how they've been playing, and I do think some of their results have sort of not reflected how their performance is. So I'm going to go for a 2-1, a tight win. But I do think that with Maddison, with Son, with like I feel like we will just edge it. Obviously they are going to cause like a threat on the counter as well, and they prefer teams that are like more open. Whereas like that's also with Spurs. We prefer teams that sort of press us and come on to us, and like, so I feel like it's gonna be an exciting game. And yeah, so a 2-1 win. Let me know down below your score predictions and your predicted lineups and whether you agree with mine. And yeah, I'm already like not nervous but like excited, sort of like nervous, sort of a bit of both kind of. But yeah, I'll see you guys tonight for my live watch along, starting at 7:55 p.m, and I can't wait for this game, honestly. But 3 points is a must. Like when are Spurs ever going to be in this like type of position again? Like I can't, like, we just need to take it. We need to take advantage of other teams dropping points around us. We never usually do that, but I'm hopeful that we'll come up with the win. So come on, you Spurs, and I'll see you guys tonight. Bye.